Hey everyone, Scott the Scottman. We're here to do a drive video today. We're going to be heading west on the entire stretch of Eureka Road here in the Downriver communities of the Metro Detroit area. More on that after we pass Biddle Avenue. So Eureka Road begins right where I started, although there's a tiny stretch that goes to the east, but just dead ends over by the Detroit River. And this will take us all the way out toward like the west side of Romulus. And yeah, oh, I thought it turned green, but nope, I was wrong. So the main part of the road starts at Jefferson, although I showed like a tiny stretch just to the east of it. So it starts in downtown Wyandotte and heads west all the way out toward the Romulus area, kind of near where goes to the south end of Detroit Metro Airport. So this is one of the busier roads in the southern parts of Metro Detroit. And right now we're going by Roosevelt High School, or it's more specifically Theodore Roosevelt High School. And yeah, what is nice is Eureka Road is one of the very few roads in the Downriver communities which does not have at-grade railroad crossings. So you don't have to worry about those really, really slow trains that take like forever to cross on by where you're stuck at the railroad crossings for an eternity. West Road's another one that's like this, except it has a bridge going over the railroad tracks. Ooh, just made that light, but not this one. It's like, other than the driving tour videos, I've not done many like regular roads in the Downriver communities. I felt like I've concentrated most of my efforts in the northern parts of the metro area. And with today being a Sunday, Eureka Road, it'll get busy, but not like how it can the other 6 days of the week. Or I mean the other 7 days of the week. So like, or six, the remaining 6 days of the week. There you go. That sounds better. So this is a road I've been wanting to film for a while, but yeah, getting a chance to do it now. So I just had lunch in Detroit, so it's easy to get down here. So right now, yeah, we're getting like to the western parts of Wyandotte right now. And here is a very busy intersection. This is 4th Street, or M85. I remember filming a video going south on 4th Street. I wouldn't mind doing one going north at some point. Okay, so we have left Wyandotte and we are now in Southgate. So yeah, it's a very nice day out today. Not even seeing a cloud in the sky right now, so it's perfectly blue skies. And the current thermometer is reading 53 degrees Fahrenheit. Compared that to Celsius, it's around 12 degrees. I think that's around the same temperature as yesterday when I was filming the I-675 video up in the Saginaw area. And yeah, these traffic lights are very poorly timed. Because we're going to have to stop at this light and then have to stop at the next one. Although I'll keep it going because it just turned green. Unless people dawdle. So yeah, you got a little shopping plaza in there. Nothing too significant. They have an MJR movie theater in there for what I saw with the sign. See it, Buffalo Wild Wings and Applebee's and Taco Bell, and of course a very poorly timed traffic light. That's like you catch a red light and then you head up and catch another one. It's like the only way you can make these lights is if you run the red light, and then you risk getting a $200 ticket from a police officer. Okay, so this is Trenton Road. Yeah, a lot of chain restaurants over here. You see like Red Lobster over on this side of Trenton Road. A little small taqueria. It doesn't look like it's open on Sundays, though. Another American Jewelry and Loan. It's based off the main location that's up at like Greenfield, the Lodge Freeway, and 8 Mile, which of course is featured in that. It was featured in that reality TV show Hardcore Pawn. I don't know if that location was ever featured on that show, though. I never watched it, so so it's hard to say. But yeah, when I was talking about the $200 ticket, I don't even know that's how much a fine is for running a red light. But let's just say you do not want to find out, because it could be more than that and a bunch of points on your record. So it's like, yeah, don't try it. Small little Pet Supplies Plus store, a Honda dealership. Have a Burger King over here. Have more chain restaurants. We have Olive Garden. And this is Toledo Road, or Dick's Toledo Road. And one fancy car wash over to the left. Like, very fancy looking. So crossing over Dick's Toledo Road, and they got some new pavement here. So this is quite nice here. And yeah, you got Dollar Tree, TJ Maxx, Ross Dress for Less. Looks like this right lane is about to end, so I'm going to need to get over. Outback Steakhouse, Red Robin. Yeah, all the chain restaurants. And of course, even some more local restaurants too. Just saw like a local Mexican restaurant on the right side. Got an Aldi grocery store, ABC Warehouse, Domino's Pizza. Yeah, something's going on up ahead. People are slowing down significantly. They're going 20 under the speed limit right now. All right, now they're picking back up. All right, yeah, they're still going, so we're going to go ahead and get around. And I'm going to stop at the light here for Allen Road. Yeah, I don't think we had any signs yet, but I think we are now entering Taylor if we haven't already been in it. Okay, nope, we're just getting into Taylor now. I saw, although it was really, really tiny, I saw like a welcome to the city of Taylor sign. And that's kind of one right there too. So Taylor is another one of the big metro or suburbs of like the Downriver communities. And of course, more chain restaurants back there. Saw Denny's and a Bob Evans. See a couple of hotels off to the left there too. And this is where Eureka Road can get a little bit busier because we got some more shopping areas on the west side of I-75. And this is the I-75 freeway right here. So it's interesting here to get on the I-75. You can make a left turn to go south on I-75 like normal. But if you want to go north on I-75, you have to turn around at that traffic light, and then you have a ramp on the right, which will take you to I-75 North. It sounds a little confusing. But at least they got signs up for it. And then, yeah, this is good. Yeah, for the additional railroad crossings, yeah, thankfully, Eureka Road goes underneath. So, yeah, things could have been a lot worse. If I were filming on some of the other roads, we'd have actual crossing. Yeah, right now we're getting to like the busiest part of Eureka Road, with the exception of the airport, because like the west of I-75, so you have the big shopping area, with all kinds of department stores. I can see Gardner White Furniture, Burlington. Also got like Chick-fil-A, and then you got the Southland Center, which is a shopping mall. You got a movie theater, Macy's, JCPenney, Shoe Carnival, Best Buy. Also Kohl's. So all the big department stores, like for like a big shopping mall. So yeah, this area can get very, very crowded. And if I was driving this on a Saturday, it'd be very congested. Even a Chipotle over here, and on the other side, another Aldi. I see a Panera Bread and also a Dick's Sporting Goods. Yeah, thankfully the light for Party Road is not all that busy, so we're able to move on a little bit. Oh, there's also a Meijer. I see PetSmart, McDonald's, Starbucks. So yeah, got all kinds of stuff along Eureka Road. Also Wendy's, Bell Tire, an Xfinity store. And then once you get over toward Telegraph Road or US 24, which is this next traffic light, it's not as crazy. And there's also a Famous Dave's Barbecue. I'd get over, but there's too many cars in the right lane, so I'm stuck here. But we still made the traffic light, though. Yeah, they're still doing work on Telegraph Road over here. Because yeah, one of these days I do need to I do need to refilm Telegraph Road. Probably would. I don't know if I would do the northbound or the southbound lanes first. I'd like to say southbound because that's the one I have right now is much older. And as you can tell here, it gets a little bit quieter because we're getting more to like residential neighborhoods. But there's still quite a bit of traffic, but it is a way for people in the Downriver communities to get over to Detroit Metro Airport. So it does that along, of course, with serving these residential neighborhoods, even some of the apartment complexes that are along this road too. And anyway, we gotta stop here at Beach Daily Road. If I get a chance, I should probably get over the right lane. There's a lot of traffic in this lane. Okay, we can get over now. We have lots of poorly timed traffic lights because even like you even have to stop for like a small residential neighborhood like this one. Okay, it's just turning green, so we'll keep it going unless they dawdle, which doesn't look like they really are. So we'll just keep it going. But yeah, I'm currently filming this like the last weekend of October, and yeah, we're definitely getting close to peak right now when it comes to the fall colors. So everything's looking quite nice right now. And yeah, this is pretty fascinating here. You just got a random McDonald's without too much else going on around here. Oh, and a Burger King. Okay, so coming up to Inkster Road, we got a little small shopping plaza, nothing too significant. More fast food restaurants over here, Taco Bell, A&W, Arby's. So this side we will have to stop at. Although only for a few seconds. Okay, so after crossing over Inkster Road, we are now in Romulus. So we're getting more to like the western parts of the Downriver communities. So you got a neighborhood off to the left there. Up, still some corn off to the right there. And then you got some more to the left over by the fire station. And yeah, got a big greenhouse and nursery out to the right there. Huh! That's cool. Pumpkin mobile. Yeah, I couldn't really see the name of the greenhouse / nursery that's there. Oh, it's right. Can't see it because there's a vehicle in the way. Okay, Block's Family Farm Market. So it's saying they got apples, they got pumpkins, they got cider, and they also have donuts as well too. So great for this time of the year. So now we just crossed over Middle Belt Road, and we are now over by Detroit Metro Airport, which is the main airport for the Metro Detroit area. So we're going to be going along the southern edge of the airport. And what's nice is that the speed limit picks up to 55 miles per hour over here. I will warn you though, yeah, you need to do not go over 55 because this stretch from here all the way to I-275 over the west end of the airport. Oh yeah, we can see the airplanes really coming in for a landing over here. But anyways, yeah, this is strictly enforced. I used to see people get pulled over here all the time for speeding. That was when they originally had the speed limit only down to 45, or only up to 45, but they increased it to 55 because of all the people going way too fast on this road. So yeah, it can be really cool to drive on this road, especially if airplanes are coming in from the southwest, because you can see planes coming in for a landing. Like we saw the one off in the distance just a minute ago. I can't see right now if any planes are coming in for a landing at this second though. But there are multiple runways, though, which are in active use. Okay, so coming up here to the right, so this exit here, okay, so you have a plane coming in for a landing, but it's gonna be behind us in a minute, so we won't be able to see it. So this exit here, this will take you into the airport. So it'll first take you by McNamara Terminal, which is where Delta flies out of, and then continue further north, and you'll go up to where the Evans Terminal is, which is basically all the other airlines which aren't SkyTeam partners, like Delta, Air France, Aeromexico, like those airlines. So Evans Terminal is like for like United and American, Southwest, Frontier, Spirit, like those airlines. And I think even Lufthansa as well too. And then the entrance ramp from the airport is back there. And then over to the left over there, that is a cell phone lot. So a place where people will pull over, just wait for people who are coming in for a landing. When they call and say, "I'm here," then that's when they'll find out that the person they're picking up has arrived, and then they can drive over to the airport to pick them up at arrivals. And now we're at the western end, or the southwestern end of the airport. And yeah, this is Wayne Road, although Wayne Road's to the right. Okay. And here is the interchange with 275. So make a right turn here, you go I-275 north. That'll take up to the I-94 interchange and then continues up to the western suburbs of Metro Detroit, like Plymouth, Canton, Livonia, Westland, eventually up toward Farmington Hills and Novi and Northville. And then coming up on the other side of 275, then you have the ramp to the right going south on 275, going down toward like the Monroe area. Eventually it gets you down to I-75 to head down toward Ohio. And yeah, these are very poorly timed traffic lights, but having to stop at this one too. But thankfully this road doesn't go on for much longer, so in fact, this is the last traffic light we'll be stopping. And then west of I-275, Eureka Road is very quiet, as you can tell. This is probably the quietest part of Eureka Road. Because you do have a railroad crossing here, or for 2 tracks, and ooh, this looks really bumpy. And the road ends just up ahead of that stop sign, and that's Huron River Drive. So we're over near where Lower Huron Metro Park is located too. It's just a little bit further to the west of here. All right, so I'm going to get ready to wrap up this video because we have driven the entirety of Eureka Road going west from where it begins just east of Jefferson Avenue in Wyandotte, heading all the way to Huron River Drive in the west part of Romulus. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button. Don't forget to click that subscribe button so that way you don't miss out any future adventures. Well, thank you for watching, and this is Scott, or the Scottman, signing out.